Hi everyone, welcome to taylorbelly. It is day 25 of my 30 videos. I hope you all are doing well. I do need to play a bit of catch up as I didn't post yesterday's videos, which is for Easter Saturday, but I'll post 2 videos today. So just touching base what I've been doing. So since, I'm trying to get into my pattern, to my new routine of life. So yesterday, very true to myself, honouring my promises, went and did RPM, the bike class, and I did the magnesium pool to fill my cup, did normal, duties, shopping, everything like that. That was a bit crazy because one day shops closed and everyone's got to go. Also on Good Friday, I did do a run. So I'm, trying to honour the commitment. So I know I've got 11 weeks before this race. I do have, now that life's a bit settled, we'll get on top of that. And plus, the videos will be nearly have finished. And then we'll, have a chat about what I'm going to do with that. Okay, so how's your life going? I hope you're using this Easter Saturday to take inventory of your life, to make peace with things, to let go of things, to do whatever you need to. You might just need this weekend to just reset, okay? Everything happens for a reason, okay? And sometimes it won't make sense till later on. So like I know these videos and my book, there's a lot of synchronicities. There's lots of things that are being affirmed to me right now, and it's like, feels like it's important for me to share this. So I'm just going with the flow, and also you can see that I'm very vulnerable. I'm not hiding who I am anymore. And I'm also trying to figure out who I was when I was younger as well. And I'm starting to actually learn, like at 14 and 15, I did have the knowledge. We all have the knowledge, okay? And, today we're going to be up to chapter 10. Let's see what Belle said when she was 14. Remember, this was edited up until 16. Pulled it out and away for many years. But now it's time again. So let's see what chapter 10 says. Okay, so chapter 10 is actually called the past, present, and future. If we could go back, or if we could see much further, what would eventuate? A crystal ball tells us that we will be successful, rich, have a family, and travel the world. It also says that in our past we overcame many troublesome lessons. Now we are growing, becoming stable, cruising along the wave. If we live now, we will get this satisfaction. There's no use in living tomorrow or yesterday twice. It hasn't come or it has been. Living in the past creates old luggage. Why bother carrying it all the time? Once in a while, clean out your room and take out all the unnecessary items. The use was right for the time, but before new things may come along, the old must go. It's not to say that when you move on from the past that you should forget all the good times, but do get rid of the negative energy, the extra weight that was on your shoulders. If it's there for too long, then we also shall be bruised longer. The memories are always printed in our mental photo album. When we reflect, we shall be able to recollect, touch, and experience the good times. When we go through a crisis, we feel there is no greater pain, but only at that particular moment. Once we can cross a hill, we will be able to cross many harder hills and mountains. If we learn to push one stone, we are able to push 2, 3, and more. Experience all the emotion, rip your hair, punch the wall, let your anger out, cry for tears, as they are to cleanse our excess feelings and to build new room for new emotions and feelings. We may break down and become worn out. Silence is a good thing, for when we are ready, we will pick ourselves up and the wind will string back. Every little experience makes us move 2 steps forwards or 3 steps back. In my past, there is one particular time that I could not let go. It was so drawn out, I couldn't let go. It affected me a great deal, my family and friends. People will stand by you, but if you take advantage next time, maybe they won't be there. It got to the point that no one could help me, but I was the only one to make myself move on. It was a broken record being played over and over until I decided to stop listening to that scratched record. Today, people ask if I could go back to and would I change how it was? Would I have opened a different door or opened the same door? It's when I finally forgave myself, forgave my lesson, blessed it and set it free, I was able to be free to continue. Someone stopped pulling my shirt. It's not to say we like living a bad dream for so long. It wasn't at times. It was beautiful. Sometimes it gets hard, a little confusing. Things took place which I thought I didn't want to experience, but they did. I look at myself now and thank every day that particular part of my life because I'm stronger and wiser. No one will ever walk on me like that again. In the deep end, I jumped too far from the edge. However, I quickly learned how to swim. I built courage and faith within myself. The person I was yesterday helped me become who I am today. I don't regret it, but boy did it get me thinking about what I want and how I shall choose to see and experience new things. It would be nice, however, if one day I could replay the whole chapter and edit the moments I didn't want and replace it with nice, clearer moments. A chapter with more positive ending. Maybe when we leave this place, we will be able to recreate our story and through our lessons and experiences turn it into a perfect story. For when we close one door, it is to open another new fulfilling door. What does tomorrow contain for us? Everyone at some stage has questioned their future. We do it every day through school, work, and simply while growing up. We all hope our lives will lead positive and a promising future. In a way, part of it is up to ourselves to make it happen, and the rest is up to the unmeasurable. Destiny can be defined in 2 ways: that we live life to follow the path that we've been chosen to take, or we create our destiny, our yesterday, tomorrow, and today. When we master a sport, hobby, job, communicating with others, anything we do, each time it will become easier, for we see the format that can be followed next time. Once we accomplish a level, we rise to another, and it's not always the same road. It can get harder. Like a child of 2 or 3 years old would automatically find it hard to walk briskly up a flight of stairs, but a mature adult will be able to run up the stairs in a split second, or I guess if you're old, find it challenging to get up the stairs. If you want to be successful in whatever you do, you keep going forward. Stop and rest when you need to, unless you choose to compete with yourself to regress quickly. Look at tomorrow with awe and think it will be beautiful. All I want and dream will be there to meet me. This in turn means as the good comes, so will the bad. Keep the balance, because if we don't, we can't touch our faraway dreams. The levels are to take us like a staircase to our personal heaven. If in the future you aren't happy with what you've achieved, you still haven't found a peace. Probably the most important one. Maybe it's staring you in the face, or it's around the corner when you least expect it. There are times we feel focused when we know the road is definitely there, but sometimes you trip and you fall. The road turns out to be a dead end. You can't believe it. Maybe the road is not ready to take you. Maybe you're not ready. Or it's possible you took a shortcut, which you shouldn't have missed. As expressed before, someone will be always pushing you, always guiding you home. If you trust yourself and have a little faith, all will be there in good time. Sitting here now is the most important of all these 3 paths. Of course, there are achievements of consequences of what you do today, but take it as it comes. To live to the full extreme, we must live every second, minute, and hour. While talking to a person, I came to a conclusion about a puzzling question. As there are 24 hours in a day, if you add up the minutes and seconds, it's a long time to live. If you add up the hours, there are only 24. We sleep for 8, we work or go to school for about 7, maybe even more. That leaves us with less than 8 hours in a day to live. It's not much. If you want to live a full life, add up the hours to live for, say, 80 years. Altogether, it may be about 640 hours, which in turn is only roughly less than a month of absolute pure life to accomplish anything that you want to achieve. Every hour and minute is an individual. It won't come again one day as the same as the other. Each minute is used for something. We can waste it, or we can take our time, use the time to the best of our ability. In all walks of life, we all see in different shades of colour. When we learn to accept the impossible and turn a downfall to success, we are able to touch the special inner happiness that we have been searching for since we were born in this unpredictable world. So always bless, thank and say goodbye to yesterday. Bless and greet tomorrow with an open heart unconditionally. And bless and thank today that you are here continuing your ride on the never-ending train. Wow, that's chapter 10. Everything that my younger self is actually saying is how I live my life or teach my clients. It's making sense, but it's like just coming full circle. What do you think about this? Use this moment now with me or after, have a look at your past. Is there still something that you're connected to that you need to just let go of? Are you focusing too much on your future? Are you not living in the present? Like I said, it's like driving a car. You can't, you need to move forward. You can't keep looking behind. It doesn't make sense. We're allowed all the side trips. We're allowed to make mistakes. It just, when we can look at things like this, life can be, much more easier. So, shorter video, big powerful words in there. Use this weekend to really take inventory of this. Get ready to start moving forward. It's time. Okay, whatever you need, it's time, but you've got to unpack it and you've got to feel and you've got to make peace with a lot of stuff. Okay, and this is what all these videos are about. It's like connecting all the dots. It's like following the breadcrumbs. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.